Hi, welcome to our business series. We are discussing today about cash flow. Like I stated last time, business is about commitment. Your level of commitment is very, very important. And how you do demonstrate your level of commitment by thinking about your cash flow before you start, because cash flow is what sustains a business apart from commitment. Because business is not something you jump in and you jump out. You know, you sometimes could be grinding. So that's why you before you start, you have to sit down, do your analysis, do your homework, see how you can, sustain the business. Sustainability, consistency, these are important. So that's why we're discussing cash flow today, because cash flow is what keeps the business running. Even when you've not started selling, the business needs to keep on going. And what keeps it running is the cash flow. It's like a fuel. Without a fuel in a car, the car can't run, even though everything is there, but without the fuel. So that's why cash flow is very, very important. So, but because you are starting a business, your credit rating, or what we call the cash flow consistency, you don't have a track record of consistent and profit growing cash flow. Because you don't have that, the bank will be reluctant to give you loan. Apart from that, the bank would want you, you know, they would like to evaluate your credit rating of the business. Now you just started, so you haven't got much, to show or to demonstrate, as to convince the bank, you know, to give you loan. And because of that, it's pretty difficult for you to really get a loan, because it's just something you've started. But I'm not saying you can't get it, but it's possible. But the probability is not there, because they have to look at your records. You have to show, what I call the documents, solid accounting and tax records. So probably you've not paid the tax, because it's just started and other things. So these records are important. So that's why cash flow is very, very important, because for me, um, the best way to uh, ensure you maintain cash flow is, to keep your 9 to 5 while you're still doing your business. Because if you don't, there might be vacuum, there might be, a possibility that you won't have enough cash flow to sustain it. So it's advisable for you, while you start a business, you keep your 9 to 5 until when your business can pay about 75% of the salary, of your 9 to 5. Then you can leave your 9 to 5 and put in full effort and energy into your business. So it's a little pretty difficult, but then it's possible, because one, whatever we set our mind to, must be achieved. So once you set your mind up to do something, don't be afraid, you're gonna be there. Because most times people think they will fail. Because of that, they fear, they're afraid to start a business. But I am here to tell you, look, if you show due diligence and commitment, then you're gonna flourish. Your business is gonna be successful. So that's why, I'm taking time now to, get you through these cash flow challenges, because it's really, really a challenge in business. But that shouldn't, stop you from getting on, because business is a way of expressing yourself, is a way of making things happen. And it's something you can do. And I'm telling you, you will survive it, you're gonna be successful. So now, because when it called the traditional, what I call the traditional cash flow lending, so to qualify is difficult. So because of that, but some people do qualify, maybe because of their personal rating, because of the kind of business they're doing. But that wouldn't stop you from trying. But if you what I'm here today is to provide that the government, the banks are reluctant to lend you. They are reluctant to give you loan at this time because you haven't got a track record of consistent and profit growing cash flow. And then when they evaluate their credit rating of the business and also your tax returns, so it's a hell of a problem. So you might encounter such obstacle, but then you can find a way to go around it by keeping your 9 to 5, or by putting in more effort into the business. So, and then the other forms of ways you can raise money through angel and venture capital, because these ones, you don't need to give up your ownership of the business, but the interest they normally give is considerable. But then when they look at your record and they look at the products and other things, being a startup, so they might not be interested in investing. So because of that, you wouldn't stop your business. You have to keep on going. So venture capital and or angel capital, these things, they do help, but you just have to try. Then entirely the best way to to get cash flow in your business is always probably the money you save through your 9 to 5, or the qualifying for loan. So that is all it takes, because when we started business, it was pretty difficult. So I was kind of keeping my 9 to 5 then to sustain the business, because it might take 2 years, 3 years before you start making profits. So if you haven't got the cash flow, it's gonna be easy. So that really helped me, my 9 to 5. And another thing that really helped me was what I call this keeping your documentation. What the having a solid accounting and tax record. Solid and accounting record. Solid and tax record is very, very important. The accounting record is very, very important. So you probably have to meet an accountant, and then, because when we started, we made sure we kept our tax record, our accounting record, and the HMRC, they have it. So when things became difficult, especially during this COVID, we were able to come out of it, because government decided to help people, and the people government chose to help were the people who had their tax record, who had solid tax record and accounting with HMRC. And they stated that, look, if you can be given a loan to up to a level of your 25% turnover, and that really helped us. So that's the advantage of having solid tax and solid accounting and tax records, because without that, it wouldn't have been possible. So most businesses who were doing it, in a very different way, they didn't have any record, and then when government demanded it, they couldn't provide it, because it's very, very painful when you are doing business and there is a leeway to help you, and it wasn't possible because you couldn't do what you are supposed to do, the requirement, and that is where the commitment comes into play. So thank you for the day, and thank you for listening about the cash flow. Thanks a lot.